If this video gets 10 comments,
it should be
Alex
me.
will do a BOV video on @TheCrawlPodcast Instagram. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
The Crawl musical.
Welcome to the Crawl.
Holy cowabunga, dude. Jesus Christ. I never had liquor store sweetbread so sweet or liquor story, dude. It is dry. And you said it, but dude, I try to do one good goddamn thing for you, dude.
You bring bread?
I break bread. I break bread. I'm a bread breaker. I'm a rule bender and a bread breaker.
Don't you mess around with me.
Breaker.
That's a goddamn fact. Son, I got a full thing of notes, dude.
Damn, I see it over there.
What do you think? I ain't professional? Come on, son. You got to know me better than that. So if I was to read or reread a chapter, hey, fellas.
Hey, Shaun.
Hey, Crawl family, welcome back. If I were to read a chapter out of your life's book, what would be the one chapter you didn't want me to read?
Didn't want.
What would it be?
Probably somewhere within the teen years.
Oh.
Probably somewhere within the teen years.
Teen years. So this is the book of John's life. Today we read chapter
15 through 17, maybe like 14 through 17.
So we're doing a year a chapter.
A year a chapter. Damn.
I'm just
either they're long chapters or you got nothing in your book.
How are we going to fill up chapter 3? You got enough?
vomit and diarrhea.
Vomit and diarrhea.
It's
no,
funny.
that's not 3-year-olds
That's
anymore,
the
is
same as chapter 14 through 18, John. It's just the words vomit and diarrhea repeatedly.
It's just 14 through, that adds the masturbation.
Oh, yeah. Add the masturbation. Add the masturbation.
That's what I was going to say. Like when I first discovered masturbating.
You don't want to read that part of my life.
Skip over those chapters.
Skip over them. From 14 to 28, 27.
So you guys might not know, this might be news for the Crawl family, but my introduction to sexuality was a very different one than most people. Some of it was traumatic. I'm not going to go super in depth, but the first masturbatory, and it's probably why I'm so fucked up. The first masturbatory event in my life that I can remember was with older
what?
It involved,
Older porn?
Chuck E. Cheese's and animatronics and...
I don't know if it was with older family member. And I was kind of not forced, but I didn't know what was going on. I don't even know exactly why I said this just now.
This is the part of your life book that I'm going to just skip. Look, you just ear these pages and I'll just skip them out of good
Honestly,
faith.
it was sad at the beginning, dude. My book would be very sad at the beginning. There's many sad things that happened.
It gets better around
It gets better around now.
the later chapters.
It gets way better around now.
Yeah.
You know, I met some great people that really cared.
I think all of ours would get better around this stage.
But when you said something, and what you said is what you said, and what you say is that you said when
I
masturbation
only meant well.
when masturbation was introduced,
It's just what he needed.
that would be your fearful one. That would be the one where your fear and your
I guess so. Don't.
Sounds more like shame than fear.
Is there shame?
I think it's shame.
I feel like there's some shame in masturbation. Yeah,
To this day, bro.
it's an activity ripe with shame. Right.
It shouldn't feel that way. I feel like male masturbation is shameful, whereas female masturbation is
Celebrated and
fucking awesome.
And-
Fucking
like a festival.
it's literally like a firework extravaganza, but instead of fireworks, it's like rose petals.
Well, I feel like male masturbation is fucking disgusting.
Yeah,
it's just
ape-like.
gross. It's ape-like. Yeah,
Ape-like.
it's purely like.
You guys see the video of the monkey? You guys see the video of the monkey who's jerking it and then he eats it?
What?
Yeah, it was like big on the internet like a month or two ago.
John.
Yeah.
John.
Some ape-like behavior.
Don't look me in the eye and say certain
I'm gonna look you in the eye and
Don't
say
look
that.
me in the eye and say certain things.
It made its rounds.
What, so okay, without looking look. You're looking here. Look there. And what happened? Yeah, better.
Yeah. So a monkey. I'm laser
What the
focusing.
fuck did the monkey do?
Exactly what I told you he did.
He ate it.
He yerked it
and ate.
and gerked it.
He yerked it and gerked it. He yerked his Gerk.
And somebody was just like, they were on like a fucking
All right, let's continue
safari or some shit.
Let's continue
like,
the shame.
like a tour at a zoo.
Let's continue the shame, you fucking filthy bastards. Listen, liver lips. Have
Liver
you
lips.
ever?
Did you call me liver lips?
Have you ever?
Don't you never?
I already know the question.
I know for a fact you're dirty ass. So don't. Today ain't the day to front, son.
Ever what?
Have you ever done what the ape did? Have
What?
you ever been like ape?
Waited until there was like a car full of children walking by and then, done it? No, never. Never once has it
tasted a
crossed
sample?
my mind.
You never tasted a sample.
No.
You never
John.
tasted a sample.
Listen, this isn't gay. You're
It's-
not gay. You're not gay.
Not
You guys
eating
listen,
it.
Like
it's
some
the same
ki-
fucking spot.
Like some kind of
But-
fucking Ouroboros? No.
What is that word, dude? You know all the words.
It's like the snake eating itself. Ouroboros meat kit. Except with nut.
You think I'm proud of it? You think I'm promoting it?
Yeah, I mean,
the young male viewership of the crawl.
the way
they're
that you
not gay.
oppose my approach to it makes it seem like you are.
There's curiosity, and I don't do it often. I haven't done it in years. But when,
You don't do it often, but like every now and then, you just got to check the quality.
It's something that happened long, long ago.
yeah, I've eaten it. I've tried it, dude. And honestly, if we can keep me anonymous at this point, I really don't want to be on camera. But I've tried it, dude, and it wasn't my proudest
I
moment.
wouldn't use eating it as the
What?
verb of
What else?
choice.
What else did you do though? Sample it. Yeah, sample is better.
It's not even
That's why Costco uses that. Because if Costco
more of
knew,
like
if Costco knew that I was eating five,
you ever
helpings of each-
dab your finger in something you like
something gross,
Some sauce?
like you're a
And
plumber.
that-
It happens
that's-
all the time.
that's it. No eating.
Have you ever gotten it into your mouth?
Gotten into my mouth like by accident?
I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna throw up thinking about it. dude.
No.
I shoot ropes.
Shut up. Oh my
It goes.
god,
it
dude.
just goes and goes, dude. There's power.
Oh
behind
my
it, dude.
god.
It's my pelvic floors. There's power behind it, dude. And
Welcome to the crawl.
Oh fuck.
oh my god, dude. You know, but
You can skip that chapter of your book.
I would skip that. I started off with saying some fucked up shit, and then tasting the yism, dude.
The jerking and gherkin.
Jerking and gherkin. It ain't supposed to be this way. No,
It ain't supposed to be this way.
I told myself, hey, you know, your life is lacking a little bit of purpose. Things aren't really going in the direction, or any direction, really. You're directionless. Start a podcast with friends. Talk about funny stuff, dude. And now the internet forever is going to know
And-
me as a gherkin.
You were just saying before we came up here, this is now, we record it, it's on the internet forever. And that's how we start the show.
Literally, like we had this conversation, and it was like there's something fucking that's fucked me up since I did it when I was fucking 14. That's how I brought it up to him.
Here we go.
And then he was like, yeah, I did that too. This and now this is like a very fucking one of those fucking 3 a.m. conversations, and now it's just haphazardly out there.
It's better you set yourself free, brother. And if I
Set
can
yourself
help,
free.
if I can help set you free, I will, dude. Even when you're not strong enough to undo the chains,
You'll just be like,
I'll
yeah.
be there.
all right.
I'll be there to save your sense of self. Set
right.
yourself free because, Alex, it's no more
Well, you made me
gay.
feel like I was not alone.
It's no more gay for you to taste your own cum.
Don't use it in those terms, dude. Because
Sample your own jism. It's no more gay to sample your own jism as it is straight to sample his. So let it marinate. So let it marinate, dude.
That doesn't sound right.
Listen,
It makes it worse.
Hey,
it makes
hey,
it worse.
It's completely max gay.
Hey, listen. And I'm no sympathizer, dude, but they let Bill Cosby free this week.
Predator.
Did you know that?
He's a predator.
No.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
No.
Did you know that? They let Bill Cosby free this week.
I'm shamed. I can't even look at the camera in the eye.
The man was America's dad. Went to prison.
America's dad.
Went to prison.
But he was raping America's women.
Yeah, young women, dude, pilling them up. They were calling him Bill Cosby. I saw
Bill
the meme.
Cosby.
I saw the meme. He went from America's dad. He did a little bid. He did a little stint. And he came out, and now he's
Stinton County. Now he's hard.
Now he's bad. Now he's a bad boy.
Now he's-
Gangster Bill Cosby.
Now he's a bad boy. He
Willie
went from
Cosby.
America's dad
Thuggin' Bill
to
Cosby.
America's zaddy like that.
He
Son?
can bring back the name Lil Bill.
Little
And
bit.
he gets a couple of like teardrop tattoos.
Lil Bill, he
Lil
already
Bill.
has those like freckle, what do they call it?
Liver spots?
Mesothelioma. He already has a little touch of it. You know what I mean? So what I'm
Cancer,
saying,
melanoma?
yeah, that's the one. So, people do bad stuff. And I'm just trying to sit here and maybe my understanding of certain situations is so rudimentary and maybe I'm primitive in my logic, right? But if he can go from America's dad to America's zaddy,
Anything's possible.
I could do anything.
Anything's possible.
And I don't forgive him.
You can
I
do
don't
anything.
forgive Bill Cosby. You are not forgiven in the home or the heart of me.
You're not forgiven.
Not forgiven in my home, but you might be welcome. Because rape is fucking terrible, dude. That's one thing where the sanctity and the purity of somebody's whole understanding of self can be fucking disrupted. And he's out here doing this shit perpetually.
But why would he be welcomed in your home?
I'm just saying because they're stories, dude. And stories, whether good or bad, have value.
You're trying to hear some Cosby stories?
I'm just saying, if I could be the one to film his OnlyFans, dude, I'll get a piece.
The bad press is good press kind of thing.
Straight up, dude, because who wouldn't? You're not subscribing to see that freckled penis?
I'm gonna pass.
You're not subscribing to
I don't
see...
want to see Bill
Plus, people will be like, "Who's this dude hanging out with Bill Cosby?"
You don't want to see Little Bill?
I don't want to see Little Bill.
Pull up a picture of Little Bill, dude. You don't want to see Little
Little Bill
Look
was
at how
a good,
cute
a
he
good
is.
show. Yeah.
Look at how cute he is, dude. What if there was mustard? Are you guys into weird shit? Can we get weird? I got bread.
What if there
Mustard?
was
What do you-
mustard? What does this even go to?
For what?
Mustard on the base, though.
What if?
On the base of the pubis. What if there was mustard?
Hey, do you want to see Bill Cosby's dick? What if we put mustard on it?
That's even
Does
funnier.
that do it for you?
Then
No.
it's more seeable.
Oh yeah, now I'm sold. Yeah, you got me.
I'm just saying they let him
What
free.
would it take for you to want to see Bill Cosby's penis?
A little bit of condiments.
Can I
do it
offer
for you?
mustard?
Put a little like coat on it and a hat and stuff, like dress it up.
I'm just
Googly
shopping.
eyes.
I'm just shopping around. I'm just shopping around the idea, dude, because I just want William to get at me, dude, because I'm trying to get this fucking OnlyFans shit popping. It's surprising when you find out people have an OnlyFans that you never expected.
Yeah, it is.
Did it happen?
It is.
I've-
You've told me as someone who has an OnlyFans.
I don't think I know anybody with an OnlyFans.
I know you do.
We,
I know
we
two
definitely
that you
do. I know
I
one.
know three that you do.
3?
That's two more than I know.
I don't know.
of.
I know one speculative.
Who is the speculative one?
You told me.
I'm not the big mouth here.
But like,
Do I look like the gossip queen?
no, that's why it's speculative. I don't know if I believe.
Take bread.
Now I'm with you
Give
on
me
the
some of that
speculative bit. I don't know if I
Take
believe
bread
it
as
either.
Peace. It means
Peace.
peace.
This is a peace offering.
We're breaking bread because it's just shot. Come on, dude. The reaction, really? That reaction, really?
It's so dry.
Oh, don't do
It's so
that.
dry.
It's good stuff, dude. It's good. It's good stuff, baby. This evening,
It ain't
we're
bad.
crawling our ass off to
This
the
bottle
max.
of water's
dude.
been open for 3 weeks.
I know. I know you guys probably Well, for sure, you guys are definitely seeing this past the occasion, but the 4th of July is tomorrow.
Can't you tell?
This weekend symbolizes a lot for the crawl. It's a cool
It really
one.
does, yeah.
It's the first time that we ever went on a crawl with the intentions of the podcast and recorded an episode.
Yeah.
That episode, which is, I think that one actually was Come and Go.
No, it was the pizza crawl, and it was.
Oh, it was.
It's. I
That's
think it's
on. That's a Patreon
already, yeah.
exclusive.
Y'all did a pizza crawl?
Yeah, pizza
Yeah,
crawl
bar
on
pizza.
Patreon. So if you
It came out
go to
exactly how you think
patreon.com.
the first episode would have.
Go to patreon.com/The Crawl Podcast. If you want to support the show, it's $1 per month. You can see the very first, which I guess this is a 1-year anniversary of
It
that.
is the 1-year anniversary of that.
Yeah.
It's definitely the 1-year anniversary of our first ever crawl.
Yeah. So if you're interested in seeing the first ever crawl that was recorded 1 year ago today, go to patreon.com/The Crawl Podcast. If you're interested in Little Bill or anything like that, and listen, I might have got off on the wrong foot. They let him out of prison, and I wanted to open up the dialogue with you guys. I didn't even know if you knew. They let him out of prison because the DA fucked up.
Some clerical error.
It was. It
Clerical.
was. Because they impeded on his Fifth Amendment, which is the amendment for self-incrimination. So when he was being interviewed by the DA, they didn't say whatever they like. You know, Miranda laws or whatever. When you're getting arrested, there's certain things within the process of doing anything like that.
Yeah.
Getting arrested, you got to get your rights read.
Yeah, like if somebody doesn't read you your rights, you're like, oh, you didn't do it, I'm free.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
there's some like logistical bullshit along the way that
Can't be
happened.
held against you.
Yeah.
Huh.
So,
So that's how he's out?
yeah.
It was some
Because-
bullshit?
Yeah, because the DA breached his Fifth Amendment, which is the amendment for self-incrimination. So he gave up a bunch of information, knowing
Like the whole.
all
case.
of it. Basically, like his admittance to any of this was done with the pretense of like they can't use any of this. And the DA even said,
Do you
like,
think it was
hey,
like I guess a strike of luck on their side, or like he
On
was
Bill's
just,
side?
Yeah, or like,
It's got to be.
no.
I'm realizing that this is happening, so might as well tell everything. So
They told him none of this could be used. They said, just tell us everything. None of this could be used. They flat out told him that. And they still locked him up even after. Like, they still weaponized that admittance in the case that sent him to jail.
It sounds like a really important detail to like just be hearing about.
Yeah,
Like, was this knowledge to the public when he was?
I think it was.
First,
I remember
yeah.
hearing something about. It was one of those, like, you know, when a big thing happens on social media,
Yeah.
everybody's talking about it. There'll be like smaller, like it'll be the first initial splash, and then it'll be ripples. Like, oh, this big thing happened. It's a frenzy. Everybody's talking about it. 3 days later, like these round of articles come out, and it's saying like, oh, but this, and less people care about that. And then the third ripple, it's like 10 more articles came out saying this. It was one of those ripples where people, it was past the point.
nobody cared about it at that point.
Straight up.
So-
Straight up.
Because he was like already put away for it. They're like, oh yeah, whatever. Who cares about this detail?
I think more so his public image was already smeared to the point where it was like
Irredeemable,
irredeemable.
irreparable. Yeah, yeah.
Irreparable damage. So I think by that point, people were just like, oh, yeah, I'm all Bill Cosby'd out. I don't want to hear nothing about it.
I never liked Bill Cosby anyway.
I don't like the use of Bill Cosby as a verb.
I'm all Bill Cosby'd
I'm
out.
Bill Cosby'd out.
I like that. I don't never want to be Bill Cosby.
I don't want to be Bill Cosby'd in or out.
No.
Or
No.
in or out or in or out or in or out.
Or around
The
even.
man caught a chicken patty to the face in prison. You know about that?
No.
Chicken patty sounds like some kind of innuendo.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
What's-
You're talking
You
about.
got a chicken patty? Oh,
dude, no, I
spicy.
feel
How
like
many
if
years in
anything-
jail was he?
I mean, how much was he out
He
here?
took
in
some
the,
chicken patties to the face.
Alex McDougal, bruh. He was out here in the free world taking cheeks, son. You think that ends? You think that hot streak ends when you go to prison, dude?
You think-
He's in
Chicken
prison
patties.
taking cheeks, dude.
He's the one slinging chicken patties.
Slinging
Oh,
Yeah. It's a
No,
pudding
I don't,
thing. You know
I don't
what
like that either.
It's a pudding, and some wouldn't understand.
Huh.
I come off big time like I'm like supporting this guy. He's a monster. He's fucking treacherous.
Yeah.
Everything that's said in the realm of the crawl, if you're new, if you're not new, it's all
It's jokes.
for comedic purposes.
It's jokes.
All of it.
It's just jokes.
So get off my back already. I can feel it building. I can feel your resentment. Give me your hate. Give me your hate. But just know, all I want to do is make you laugh. And I don't mean, you'll know when I mean what I'm saying. Bill Cosby's a fucking animal. He should have spent, I think, because he was a sweetheart and a celebrity, I believe that this happened where he was let out, like, I think he did, I fucking can't remember. I should have did my homework, but I think he did a year and a half in prison. 2018, I think he went in.
Honestly, it feels like it was years and years ago.
For real.
Yeah, this sounds
That's
like
how
super
fast.
old news.
That's how fast this shit goes, dude.
Shit.
But he should have spent life in jail. He's 83.
Yeah, dude. Like the like laws for like rape and shit are super fucked. Like
They are.
it's like max 10 years or some bullshit like that.
There's a maximum?
Yeah, I think, or it's like 5 to 10 or some shit. And
I don't
people
know.
usually get out earlier. Like
I think that's like the regular sentencing.
they're not getting like 25-year sentences or some shit for doing something to somebody that's like with them for the rest of their lives.
Any sexual crime, and I'll say this as somebody I'll say this as somebody who supports people who've experienced stuff like this in their life and like who have to continue to carry this baggage that they never fucking asked for the remainder of your life. And it affects you in a bunch of different ways, dude. Sexual crimes should be treated as some of the worst, dude. People should be locked up.
Yeah,
it doesn't go away.
No,
That's
it's
sick shit.
It's with you for your whole fucking life.
Makes sense.
How many people do you know that like have, you know, a kid that they went to school with or fucking family members even like where they'll say, oh, this guy did something to me or this girl did something to me. It's not specific to a gender. But they'll say, you'll hear stories about the same kid. There's a kid in our hometown who's since passed on and he's dead now. But I knew of like multiple people that this kid, I think you know it too.
Yeah.
This one kid like affected, like did some bad sexual shit to multiple people. That's how all of them are. That is how all of them are, bro. And saying like, okay, 3 years, 5 years, throw the book at these fools.
Yeah, dude.
Throw the book at these fools. The world is better without them.
Yeah, exactly, dude. It's fucking because you already fucked that other person's life up. For like,
if that person lets it fuck their life up.
True, but I mean,
if you've been through anything like that,
it's also
you have the
it's
power.
still, even if they're like overcome it, it's still something like that they had to overcome. You know what I mean? Like you like force that upon them.
The fact doesn't change with time.
Yeah, exactly. Even if it doesn't affect you.
I mean, but you can even look at examples through pop culture and shit, you know, to make it, if you don't know anybody that's gone through anything like that, to make it more understandable, it's like, look at the effect of people. Let's just look at celebrities, right? Like, look at people like
any celebrity,
like Corey Spellman. Or whatever.
That's who I was thinking of.
Or the other Corey, one of the Coreys.
One of them has died, dude. He killed himself, you know. But Corey Spellman, right? Who I think, or Corey Feldman,
Feldman,
I think is the one who's still alive.
Out of
who's
our
like
generation.
Very vocal about sexual abuse.
Yeah.
Specifically in Hollywood. Like, you look at the guy, dude, and it's just fucked up, man. It's fucked up, the lasting effect. Or Britney Spears, who just got denied her fucking freedom. Basically, her dad's been in control of her money since her meltdown.
Just fucking crazy, dude.
And like, the judge just said, no, you don't
forcing
get
her to
that.
like keep an IUD and shit, and like, it's fucking that whole thing's crazy. I don't honestly don't know much about it.
Big thing recently, right?
It's just
it just
stuff I've
happened
heard
like 2 days ago.
Huh.
This is on my notes. See how smooth it is?
Mm.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Take notes. motherfucker.
Okay, all right, okay.
But Britney Spears, dude. I wrote down Britney Spears. Oh, I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to read what I wrote down.
Never mind.
But I do. I think Britney Spears getting the judge denying her request to like have financial freedom and like access to her funds that she earned. She had all the talent. She was the face of the whole brand. It's her.
It's all her
money.
shit, yeah.
And she got like super
like-
screwed over.
Oh yeah, dude.
And I feel like most of her shit, like why she's the way she is or why things happen the way they did, is because of how she was like thrusted into the media all the time
that
as
girl
a
was
kid.
16 years old when fucking Baby Hit Me, or was it Baby
Hit me, baby,
one more time?
Yeah.
She was 16, bro. She was being completely sexualized,
Yeah.
completely exploited by an industry that is fucking
It fucked her up.
merciless.
It fucked her up.
It would fuck anybody up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would fuck anybody up, dude. And as shitty as it is, basically her situation, she had, because of how she grew up in the spotlight and whatever happened to her, she had mental issues. Her dad went to court around the time when she shaved her head and like
I was going to say, I remember when she shaved her head.
she like lost custody of the kids, and basically they were saying like, and I did a little bit of research, but I don't know her whole fucking story, but her dad somehow was able to prove that she was incapable of like having her own access
Doing
to her
anything.
money.
Yeah.
So he controls everything.
Literally everything. Like
She's
forced
like
birth
living-
control and
And I know people whose family is kind of like that, where like, say there's a drug addict or something. A lot of the time the state will jump in and say, okay, like if that drug addict has a parent or something,
yeah, like
that parent has control of their money.
I don't know fucking exactly what fucking Britney's going through or whatever, but from the outside looking in, she looks like she's got some problems like there's some problems there. Maybe switch the conservatorship or like lessen it and switch it to somebody else that's not her like gold digging fucking father that's like crazy.
Yeah. What if they did like a
Like,
neutral party? Like
yeah,
a lawyer?
like do some shit like that where it's like she has some freedom. Like she is a grown woman.
Yeah.
She can do whatever she wants. Like maybe she's going through some shit, but like there's even crazier people out there with fucking
I have
living
money.
their
They
lives.
give me money. I could spend it how I like. If I can spend my money. But this is the thing. We only know what they show us.
True.
Just like social media, right? We only are able to see, our perception is shaped around what people carefully construct and allow the outside world to see. So I'm building a perception of Britney Spears, and I'm saying she should be capable through all the interviews and all the fucking, like her testimony and all this stuff. I believe that she's of sound mind, but I know that's not how mental illness works.
Yeah. True.
It's not. So who's really to say? We don't know every day what it looks like. And I don't know. I hope that there can be peace in that situation. She got kids for the sake of them, for the sake of her. She's been through a lot, but it's fucking crazy.
It is.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
And Hollywood's a weird spot, dude. And people think they gotta go. You ain't gotta go.
Ain't gonna go
You can
fucking
build
there.
whatever you want to do. You
Wherever
can build
you
it
want.
right fucking here. Wherever you are.
Yeah. Middle of
Make it happen.
Nebraska.
Middle of Nebraska.
Make
Yep.
it happen.
You don't need the sludge pit.
Don't need no sludge pit.
Don't
Fuck
need no
that.
sludge pit.
But that's what
That's-
happens, unfortunately.
That's the type of shit that fucked up Britney, dude.
Yeah.
If you want to be like Britney Spears, then go to the sludge pit.
Then go to the
There's countless others too.
If you
Oh, yeah.
had a child, right, and we were just at a party all day. Some of our buddies have kids now.
So many kids there, dude.
It was
It was crazy,
It
dude.
was like 100 of them. 5
it
years
was-
ago, that party would have looked
Oh, dude,
so different.
so much, so fucking different. It was super cool though.
It was.
It was awesome.
You start to see people that you grew up with in a different light when they're looking into the eyes of their
Yeah,
kids.
do you like your boys that you grew up with are
Oh,
now fathers, and acting like fucking fathers, and it's just like cool.
Good ones
Yeah.
at that.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I felt really
And,
proud tonight.
Oh hell yeah.
Seeing that shit. But if you had a kid and they were extraordinary at something,
TikToker.
no.
Shut that shit down.
All right,
Your kid is
all right, he's-
extremely good at being a TikToker. Let's
No
say-
support from me.
All right, no. Video games.
Okay.
Gamer kid.
Yeah.
Okay, so say your kid is incredibly good at Overwatch. And they're like, they have the potential to be the face of it. Like that good. Best in the world. They're going to be on magazines, they're going to be all this stuff. But they're like,
If they move to 11,
yeah, what do you do?
I'm gonna exploit my child for
All of his fucking resources. No.
For real?
no.
Think about it.
If that's what he wants to do, if that or she or whatever, if that's what they want to do, I'm gonna fucking push them to do that or like support them in doing that.
Yeah.
If it gets fucking too heavy, I hope they would be able to like come to me and be like, "This is crazy. I don't really like this anymore," and then we'll find a way to slowly back out of the situation.
I think that's a responsible way to do it, but you got to keep in mind that there's like
That's definitely ideal.
contracts
Yeah,
and-
there's contracts and shit, but I mean, still do what we're contractually obligated to do and slink away.
But by that point, the damage could be done. So it's a
Well,
weird because I'm
true.
trying to
I mean,
trying to shoot some bail
like-
to Britney Spears and like other child actors' parents because I think that
I feel like a child actor, that's strictly the parent forcing them into that. Like what? Like a kid that wants to act, I'm assuming would just want to be in a play, have fun. Somebody notices them. I'm sure the kid's not like really thinking like, I want to go to Hollywood.
like I could
That's
be
not-
the,
I don't
I
think
could
that's-
be the best.
Yeah, I don't think that's in their mind. I think it's like, oh, I'm having fun and this is awesome, and probably like, oh, look at all these new people I'm meeting and this is super fun and oh, cool this. And so like the parents are the ones that are like, all right, yeah, this making all the deals like
But you add a layer when it's like, okay, so what if your kid did do it
True.
because it's fun, but then you're like financially
you're right.
unstable. So it's
E-
like
exactly.
now you have the potential for real earning and real
also-
monetization.
if that's like the track that your kid is on, what are you going to do? Take them off and be like, no, you're gonna go into the high school play,
Yeah, you got to
Or
preserve
like-
the innocence. I think.
or like, is it? Oh, I love this, and all my friends are like joining this group or whatever. This play group, like or whatever. That's I don't fucking know, but like all these people I've been doing plays with for progress, and I can go
How
with them.
good-
I don't fucking know.
Let me ask
I don't know,
you.
it's hard.
You said you got to preserve the innocence. So, like, take this situation. Your kid is really young, like 12, 13, and they're about to make it huge in the music business. Now, knowing what entails that with the Hollywood and the sludge pit and all the effort that goes into meeting the contracts and everything for the record deals and shit, what do you do when it gets to be too much?
How old is the kid?
Young teeny.
All right, let's say like 14.
Okay.
Just at the age where they're rebelling against you,
the toughest age to support.
where they're shown the world it with that whole life, and they also want to explore the world at the same time and get the fuck away. That
I think
is
you pull 'em
fucking
out of it?
tough.
I think that there's methods that, as a parent, my job is to like nourish that dream and like support my kid's belief in themselves.
Yeah,
And if I want my kid to really, really believe in themselves and it's paying off in a big way, people are really interested. I think what I do, there's methods. You don't have to instantly be a superstar because you have a great voice and people want to hear it. You could do voiceover work for like cartoons and like sing for Disney songs and stuff. I think we try to go that route where we're limiting the fame element and we're supporting the dream and the success in the industry that doesn't entail the fame, right?
yeah.
I would rather them have notoriety and have celebrity over their talent than their image or any of that. I think
Yeah.
that all of that's way
So-
too complex for a kid to think.
So-
So do video game songs and Disney movies until you're 18. And then once you cross that bridge, like 4 years of this, you'll be working, singing. 4 years of this, then you can make your mind up.
They can
let's
sign
get
their own
rich.
contracts. Yeah.
Let's get fucking rich.
Yeah.
But let's get rich.
Let's get rich, though. You know, like, come on, Johnny. Let's get fucking rich, dude. You're beautiful, dude. You're gonna change the whole family's life. You know, Mom's been hanging up all the clothes because our dryer broke. John,
But I don't want to sing pop music. I want to be in a death metal band.
I don't give a shit about death metal, and neither do these fans.
Do you want to get out of this rat hole of a
It's
fucking
my
basement?
passion.
Johnny, I will fuck you up.
Fuck this up. No, dude, you try to support them, but you don't want to extort them.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the route I would take because I know there's a lot of different things you can do. You don't have to be like the pop sensation instantly. I think that's greed. If we can take our life from maybe a 30 to like a 75 and still stay behind the scenes, it's kind of even what I anticipate and what I hope for the crawl. I don't want to be this big, well-known, everybody in the world knows who we are.
We don't need to get
want-
to 100.
I want these people to love us.
Yeah. Build a solid fan base and just fucking
Build a
have fun with them. The
That's why
family.
we call it Crawl Family.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Cruise
don't-
comfortably at 75.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I got no desire to be like the guy everybody knows. I want comfort in my life because I never known it. I want to be able to rely on the fact that I can provide no matter what.
Yeah.
That's it. And I want to change the way my family sees what they're able to do more than anything. And if I can inspire a couple people watching right now, or if there's a kid watching somewhere in Moscow, Russia, that we can inspire like through this journey, let's do it.
Yeah.
Bring them on board too. It's family.
Cool.
But I don't want to be some type of crazy superstar. I wouldn't want my kid to either. What would you do?
It seems like you get to a point where like if things are so shitty, then the exploitative nature of it all will start to like tempt you even. I mean, it's obvious you're like not supposed to do that kind of thing, right?
Right.
It's your kid, not supposed to exploit them for that kind of stuff. But they get in a position where it's like, we could do this, and we could be billionaires off of it. You know,
Billion?
and
But
it's
knowing you,
Hmm.
and kind of like, if I could just interject, knowing when you first started crawling with us and joined the show, your like life's dream was to be a tea farmer.
yeah,
True.
I really want to do that.
You're
dude.
like,
Yeah, I do want to go live in a
I might
mountain
be
really bad.
a monk in a couple of years.
One of the
Ah.
most modest, needless, and selfless people that I know. So I think even if tempted by greed or the allure of the glam and glitz, I do believe, and I think this for you too, and I know this for me. I think you'd be able to say, no, it's not the right call, and your conviction and your integrity would keep you from taking that billion. Because really, how different is if my kid's making $700,000 doing 2 major movies a year and fucking voicing over 10 video games versus having 5 million this year? There's no difference. Your lifestyle is
Also,
already going to be tenfold.
that's 700,000. I probably like. Oh, Mike down. Damn. I definitely wouldn't be like, yo, that's my money. I'm going to spend it how I please. I would spend it for sure, but I'm not going to be like grabbing mad things and stuff, spending my child's hard-earned wealth. I'd probably put a lot of it away, honestly, like in a trust or some shit, maybe.
Make
You
your
break
kid
your chair,
invest in Dogecoin or something.
Yeah, invest in Dogecoin.
No, Billy, listen. You have to buy Bitcoin now.
Thanks, Dad. You're a bad investment.
Thanks, Dad.
Ruined the only good thing I ever had.
I feel like
Now I'm addicted to
parents are a
Oxycontin.
big fuck up in the child.
Yeah, like if shit
Star
goes south
industry or
for like
whatever.
a child star, it's like it's got to be the parents' fault.
Well, what other guidance is there?
Yeah,
You know, you ultimately, I mean, you can bounce ideas off of lawyers and off of therapists and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, you make the final call. Having a child until they're 18 is just like having a free slave with none of the guilt. They're yours. You own them.
You just got to keep them alive.
You own them. They're yours. It's like having a pair of shoes. It's like I bought
Yeah,
these
but half
shoes.
the times they don't listen. I mean,
Well, that's where free will comes in, and that's why you got to rule with an iron
rule with an
fist.
iron fist.
You know, and fear is the number one thing that could teach respect. Respect for my word. And
Okay.
guess what?
This is a house built on fear.
My word is law, motherfucker. My word is law. That's how I was raised, and look how great I came out. No, I mean, because ultimately you're responsible, man. It's your job to make sure that this person can be a well-functioning contribution to the world. Or else why are you doing it? You know? But,
Have sex.
yeah,
why.
accidents.
Accidents.
How
happen.
many people that we know do you think were completely accidental? Just like that.
Like personally, our friends.
Just people we know.
I don't know. Probably half the people we know.
Yeah, like, I'd say like a
Maybe.
decent percentage.
I'm saying 75. son.
75%.
The vast majority, you think?
I think so.
3/4 of people that you know?
Yeah.
Do you think you guys are accidents?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Big time.
I don't know.
I wasn't an accident. My parents were trying for 5 years apparently before me.
You're the first one too. Like,
I'm the
you're
first one?
oldest. You're the oldest of your siblings, so that does make sense.
Yeah.
All my other brothers were accidents. They're supposed to be girls.
They just kept
if
trying.
if my second brother was a girl, I'm pretty sure it would just be two
two-kid
kids.
household?
Yeah, yeah. But my mom ended up having 2 more boys and then
An
twin
entire
boys.
clan.
The twins is what fucked everything up,
Yeah.
dude. That's 2 for 1. And that's a deal.
That's like
Normally a great deal. When you're talking about children, dude, there's expenses, there's overhead. You got to treat this shit like a small business.
And then we ended up getting a dog and named it the name she wanted to name her daughter.
That's the story behind the dog.
Yeah,
Oh
And
man,
your mom never did.
yeah.
that.
So she
never
got
knew that, dude.
a
But
dog.
she got you,
She got me.
which is like,
Home run.
Yeah,
run.
maybe,
I was gonna say a
maybe,
little
but I had 2 pretty bad concussions in my first 2 years of life.
they should have stopped
So-
throwing it around like that, dude.
It's probably why I'm like the way I am.
It's because they frisbeed you into your crib, dude. That ain't
Yeah.
how you're supposed
It was-
to. They grabbed you by one wrist and the same ankle.
It was like you throwing a towel into the hampers. Just
You were shot putted. That ain't how you do it.
Shot put.
That ain't how you do it at all, dude.
nah,
You know? I don't know,
Nah, they've
man. The
been nice
story
parents.
about
my whole life.
your children earning money, man, is so crazy because it's something that a lot of people like. That's the reality, you know.
Yeah.
And even on a less dramatic scale, when your kid is like 16 or something, and they get a job
I hope they wait until they're like in their 20s
to get a job,
No,
get
no,
famous.
to get famous. Because
famous.
right now I'm like, oh yeah, I'd like to make some money and buy my parents a house. Like I
What's
want
a-
to spend money on my parents.
What's a 16-year-old
But
who's
a
making
16
millions going to
yeah,
spend their
he's-
money
he's-
on?
I don't think they're ever going to be like,
There's like
unless
big
somebody
potential.
tells them. I feel like they're not going to be like, oh yeah, buy my parents a house.
No,
I think
there's
it's dependent on the kid.
The
Dude.
parents will just buy it
I think it depends on the
with their
situation.
money.
it's like a big opportunity for them to be
true.
like get like super crazy car, be like a YouTube shithead because they're famous now.
Yeah, spend all the money
It's
that they
like-
probably don't have. It's
Yeah,
probably
that's-
like all in like weird credit forms where
That's
like,
the mold that they'll want to fit into.
What about like trust funds? Because I know you can't access that. All right.
What about them? I literally don't even know what that means.
Can you set them up? You can set
You
up
can
a
set up
trust
a
fund.
trust.
It's
I
like
don't-
a bank account that you can't touch until you hit a certain
a,
age.
a trust is too rich for my blood.
That's what I'm saying.
I
Dude.
don't-
What is that?
I don't really know.
I'm aiming up in life, so it's important that I learn these things because I fully believe that
Maybe I'll have a trust one day.
someday it's going to be my reality. I'd like to set up a trust. I'd like to set up a trust fund kind of on a philanthropic side of things. I would really like to find like one kid a year. Once I have enough money to like do
Be
this,
like, you go to college.
set up a trust fund for like when they turn 24.
Here's a G pack of heroin.
No, dude. Heroin ruined my life, dude. I never even did it either. I didn't get any of the good parts of a heroin addiction.
Maybe you got the best parts. No addiction.
Hell no. Because of euphoria. Because of euphoria, dude.
I think I accidentally smoked heroin thinking it was opium.
Really?
Yeah.
Big accident.
Big accident. Well, no.
Is
I
that
was
why
looking.
you didn't answer my call last weekend?
No,
Probably.
this was like I was in like 10th grade.
Jesus Christ. Should we be worried about you?
Maybe back then, but I was responsible.
I was a responsible heroin smoker.
I accidentally smoked heroin and I accidentally snorted crack.
Well,
Both on accident.
well,
I thought it was coke and opium. You really broke it.
A little harmless
Hey.
coke and opium.
Yeah, dude. That's still pretty terrible.
Well, I thought the opium was like, it's the pure version. It's the pure form.
Hold on.
Just spin the around the. Yeah.
He just wanted to pretend he was in like an ancient Chinese ping pong den.
Yeah, and then it was my first ever like look at cocaine in real life. I didn't know it wasn't supposed to be a hard rock that I had to literally like bash shit against. We were idiots. We were fucking
I've done that.
15-year-old drug users.
God damn, dude.
Yeah.
I've done that a bunch. I don't know, man. And so you're telling me your 16-year-old self wouldn't have spent, say you got $1 million contract through
Oh, I'd
fucking
probably be dead,
phase.
dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, dude,
That's why it's important, bro.
yeah, we were talking about like buying Bibles of fucking acid and shit because we had an extra fucking $500, and we were like, yo,
Is that
We could
like an official measurement of unit? A whole Bible of
it's a
acid?
It's
shit ton.
1,000. Yeah.
Yeah. And we were like, oh, well, if we buy it and then we sell off half of it, we could have like 100 tabs or like 300 tabs to ourselves. And we were
Did
just
you guys
gonna
ever do it?
No, we were too scared.
See, that's where your friend group and my friend group,
We were too scared a lot of the times.
you guys, it was like all rooted.
you went.
It was all rooted in the same shit.
Yeah.
Like that same exact thought
Happened.
is what we had,
Yeah.
but we just did it.
I feel like I went up just to the precipice to get the experience of that life
I'll never forget that
and
summer.
always step down.
Our good friend bought, I think he had a Bible. I think there was 1,000 tabs of acid. And I forget what the math was exactly, but he explained it to me. And that summer, every single day, we dropped acid.
Yeah, that's.
I've never recouped my full mental capacity. I used to read.
I feel the same way, dude.
It burns holes.
I didn't drop acid with you guys like that, but I definitely did it a decent amount of times where like I don't feel how I did before I did it.
Huh.
Every time I do it, it's like got to find that new normal.
I told myself
And
it was all introspective and like this is for the purpose of like self-discovery.
Oh no,
and
I was
getting
like I want to
closer
get
to the
as
spirit.
fucked up as possible.
You want to
Really?
get ass fucked?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
There was no depth to it.
no depth.
I've tripped with you before.
Now there is. Now there's like, oh, I'm going to take an eighth of shrooms and go into it clear-headed, and hopefully I come out with
Hopefully
like
I don't
this
scare the
perspective or-
neighbors.
It's for growth. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
for growth now.
Yeah, it's just for growth.
Purely for growth.
It's still for fun, but also it scares the shit out of me every time I do it. So like it's this whole like month-long process where I'm like, all right, you're gonna do it this day. Get in a good headspace.
Preparing
like,
for acid day.
Oh, yeah, I know. I don't do
Nah, I
acid
don't do
anymore.
shrooms.
That's
Acid's
I
too heavy.
just shrooms.
I tried acid once,
Like,
and it didn't work, so I did 7 tabs.
and you
That's
can get
why I'm crazy
work?
now.
the fake
No.
fucking acid
7?
and shit.
No, it
You
didn't
didn't
work.
do acid.
No, it didn't work. No,
you
I
didn't
didn't.
do acid then. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
7 tabs. I think that's the max I ever took. There was one day that got fucked.
Damn.
Dude, I got like
I was always responsible with my drug use. Always the weekend, never on a fucking school night or work night. I was super
you
responsible
were always
with my
prepped for
shit.
acid night, dude.
Dude, I dropped
But
out
then,
of school.
then I would
in 10th
drink
grade in
fucking
October.
3 bottles of Robitussin on the weekend.
Yeah, that's
Like-
responsible. Kind of fucking responsible.
On the weekend, and then I'd
On
go to
the
school,
weekend.
and everybody would be like, "Hey, Alex," and I'd
You'd
be
be
like,
like,
"Goody two shoes." No, dude, I was like, I kept all my shit together. Like I kept all my shit.
You still do. And I
Fucking-
respect that because there's a lot of shit, but I credit it to not buying into a lot of the little shit. Am I on? I credit it to you not buying into a lot of life's like little stressors. Because that little shit, I usually like blow it way up in my head. And like I try to imagine every single outcome that could happen or every single reason that somebody said or anything like none of that even it's like in and out.
Doesn't register with me.
And I like that is something where you'll probably end up living a good 12 to 15 years longer than me because of that.
Well, I feel like all of that was birthed in the times where I did mad drugs. Like, there was a lot of times where I was like, "Oh shit, I might die."
Like you wouldn't be the way that you are.
I don't know if
if you didn't have those experiences.
And like, where there was so many times in a compacted like span of time where I thought I'm gonna fucking be dead. I'm gonna die tonight. This does not feel right. There's a lot of other shit that I just didn't care about and like stopped caring about.
So do you think
like,
that it prioritized actually important stuff, or do you think that it just gave you a better sense of mortality?
I never ever looked at it introspectively like that. More of like
Now that I'm asking.
Now that I'm asking,
I'm asking.
Well, now that you're asking, I say things. No, I mean, I felt like it just numbed me to life. I guess I don't know. Like, shit doesn't bother me. I don't really know, honestly.
Do you find yourself? I feel like I know the answer of this question for you, but I'll ask it to both of you. Do you consider yourself cerebral people?
Cerebral people, like
people who are mindful and who are always
yes and no
thinking.
What do you think my answer was going to be?
I think yes.
Okay.
I think your insight on certain things is rooted from a place of reflection.
I think I was about to get defenses if you said no.
No, I think you are. I think you're a very thoughtful person. I think you are too, but I don't think you would say that about yourself.
Well, I would say yes and no. No, in my like everyday life, like
but yes when it matters. You think?
Like,
but your everyday life is your life, bro.
Well, I mean, like big picture, like thinking.
But you're never gonna get the big picture you want unless you start.
Unless I start doing it in everyday life
every minute. That's the difference, because a lot of people are on autopilot. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I think you put yourself on autopilot a lot.
What didn't you mean?
I like pointed with my middle finger.
Oh, I didn't. I didn't like see shit like that. I don't pick up on. But that's the whole time. I just was like, "What
is this?
Is the autism?" It was. That's
Alex,
what I think.
Dude, you're not fucking autistic.
No,
Alex.
I just don't pick up on social cues. That's my whole thing.
I think you live a lot of your life on autopilot. And I'd love to see you tap more into
manual.
Like actually like living life rather than just going through the motions with a lot of like stupid regular stuff. I think it will benefit you a lot to get out of that comfortable like autopilot. Do you know what I'm saying when I say that?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But like
sometimes it pisses me right off.
Oh, I know it pisses you off.
And I know you don't care.
That's what I was getting at with in my day-to-day.
Damn, Daddy.
Because I got this weird thing in my mind that you guys are so close to me. If you get pissed off at me, I know
Sean, will be fine.
Sean's pissed off at me, but he's my brother, so he won't be pissed off at me tomorrow.
And that's how it is, dude. But that doesn't mean I want to be pissed off all the time.
Yeah, I know.
So
but it's not all the time. I don't fucking know, dude. I'm trying here. I'm trying to work on myself, all right?
NCAA athletes, collegiate athletes could now get paid.
They can.
That is fucking huge.
That's the only reason I didn't go Division I. It's because
the only reason
I couldn't get paid for it. So I was like, nah, fuck this.
So what'd you do instead?
I didn't even go to school. I was like, screw that bullshit.
You did Robitussin instead? That ain't no athlete.
Yeah.
That ain't no motherfucking athlete.
No, I was in high school when I did Robitussin a bunch.
He was a psychonaut.
He's a psychonaut.
He was a psychonaut.
Psychonaut. You think it's weird that I analyze shit the way I do, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever met anybody like me?
I don't think so.
Remember that.
I'll give it to you.
Remember that.
Certainly.
Sean's
unique.
a different breed.
I'm built differently.
I'm built differently.
Yeah.
I think I feel self-conscious about it. It's how I've always been. I think it's a survival instinct, but I had people who either didn't give a shit at times, and not all the time. I don't want to, and I had plenty of good people too. I felt in fear a lot growing up for many different reasons. So, as a defense mechanism, I built up this emotional intelligence. And truthfully, anytime you guys feel like I'm analyzing anything, and that was a pretty straightforward one, it's because I want you guys to be great. And I do the same shit to myself. And because you guys are my brothers, I feel like I owe it to you, even if it's not true, even if it's projection. I feel like I owe it to you to put it out there. Because maybe it's something you haven't thought of.
Well, I think
I never
even if you didn't
about
do that, I feel like it would rub off anyway on me and John. It's the company you keep.
Yeah.
Like, we see you acting the way you do, a fool and whatnot. I'm just kidding.
Acting
like a crazy person.
And it's
but
just
like,
constantly rubbing off.
fucking rude.
It's like that. Oh, he's there. Got to get onto that level, kind of thing.
I think
I know what you're saying.
There is no like level. Because I could
For
say,
lack of, I'm not saying you're like on a higher level, but like on certain things, there's different planes of things.
Yeah.
Things.
Depending on what you're talking about, though.
Yeah.
There's like, I could draw admiration from you two on for 100 different things. I could be like, damn, I admire the way they do that.
That's a good look.
It's not one, like, that's not how life is. It's way more complex than that.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck these notes, dude. You know what I mean? I'm trying to read the notes, but I think it's all sprouted from a place of real desire for growth and for like trying to change my life, dude. Like with the show, I wouldn't put this much effort into something if I didn't believe it. You guys are right there with me. We're walking through this whole thing shoulder to shoulder. So I just want to see us all be great. And I know we're going in that direction. And I'm proud of you guys, both of you. And I'm proud of myself.
Proud of you too. I feel like that's...
I didn't do that for some type of pity. Pity pride.
Well,
I don't want your pity pride.
The feelings are just reciprocated, man.
Yeah.
That's all it is. That's all it is. It's not pity.
I shouldn't be defending.
It's just, one day we'll get to a
I'm
spot
proud of
where
you too, John. Do you want me to?
we crawl our asses off to the max, and I'm proud of you.
That makes me feel better too. Now it's all pride, dude.
Now it's just all pride.
Month is over,
And
dude.
we're the best.
The crawl's
And
too
Damn,
gay.
we're fucking too
nothing
late.
else
Thank
is-
God.
is
Thank God
gonna-
it's July.
Dang.
Because the crawl's already too gay. Why do you think we made short mention of Pride Month?
we didn't mention it all.
This is the gayest that my life's ever been. To be honest, it's the most homoerotic that my life has ever been.
Your life's never been gayer.
My life's never been.
I guess not.
My life's never been.
I never shared a pool that small with 3 men before.
That was
So
Crawl Boy
crawl-
Soup.
yeah,
Crawl ball soup.
crawl
We
ball
should-
soup.
We should do that again, and we should market it and do the Belle Delphine thing.
Yo, crawl ball soup.
crawl water, dude.
Crawl
is
water.
gross, dude. Belle Delphine water was gross too, but that shit is gross, dude. Like,
Yeah, it doesn't-
crawl
it-
water be liable
It
to
could be the hottest
murky.
chick in the world. Bath water is disgusting.
It's a bad look, dude. It's a bad look, and I don't
Yeah.
know why.
You guys don't feel like you missed out on not like getting a jar of it?
No,
It seems like
I never once felt
a
that I missed
historical
out.
meme. I wish I did. I would put it on the fucking set if I did, or at least in this set.
I would feel bad if I never knew that if I wasn't alive when it happened, because that sounds like, do you fucking remember when that girl
It's a
was selling?
fucking historical
Like,
meme.
yeah.
lore?
Yeah, it's like cool. It's cool human lore.
Fucking
It's,
folklore.
Yeah.
it's internet
It's
lore,
Like when
dude.
when
E-girl
when we're
lore.
60, it'd be like, yo, you remember that girl Bella Delphine? She sold her bath
The
water.
history of the internet.
Old
Now
man.
she's got fucking the same pink hair, but liver spots. dog.
doing the same thing.
Yeah. You know, that reminds me, Norway passed a law saying that influencers, any picture that had been altered, I know we're running high on time. Do you guys want to stop right now, or do you want to just keep
Tell me
running?
about the Norway. Do they have to like?
I say,
Do they have to
let's keep
say
time limits. Let's go until we can't.
that they've altered their pictures?
They have to say like a precursor saying that.
This was
This has
photoshopped.
Yeah, basically.
I think that's healthy.
Do you think?
Yeah, because like people are setting these unrealistic standards and shit, right? Like, I think
That's a big thing right
yeah.
now. I think for
girls are critical of their body shape enough already.
straight up.
Like, you don't need to be photoshopping your waist any skinnier. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah. And that's how you get armies of girls that like look up to these influencers
And
they all
feel bad
are-
about
they're-
themselves.
They're bulimic. They're
Yeah.
fucking feeling inadequate.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. You're beautiful enough. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Even if I could look at myself, and you've seen my body.
All of it.
You want to see it?
No, but yeah,
I'll show you
I know
all
what you're
of it.
saying. If
If
you
could
catch
look at
yourself in the
myself
mirror at the right angle and be like, "Damn, I'm looking pretty good,"
Hey, you know what they call me.
even with this, with the
That's-
sunken in
Dude,
eyes,
the angle, it's ball POV.
Hobbit feet.
That's the view. I'll see that. I'll be like, damn, yeah. That's what I call Shaun from. FaceTime. I want him to see the best of me.
The ball POV.
The
Yo,
BOV.
POV.
If I get 10 comments right now in the YouTube channel on this YouTube video saying Shaun show the BOV on at the Crawl
no.
podcast on Instagram.
You put
I'll
it
do
up on the
mine.
story.
I'll do it on
Okay.
mine. So
All
if
right.
it
All
gets
right.
deleted, there's no harm, no foul.
You can do it on the crawls thing.
What if we get deleted?
Why would it? You got to do a short video where it's like
Put out.
just pube. No,
Put
no.
a swinging.
It's pubes, and then you do like the.
I keep shit trimmed.
And your head comes up like you're the rising sun.
Yeah, you got a vision for it. You got a vision. Maybe it should be you. If this video gets 10 comments,
It should be
Alex
me.
will do a BOV video on at the Crawl podcast Instagram. Just saying.
Just
10
saying.
comments say Alex BOV.
No, it
and
won't be a
he'll do-
BO. It'll be a Fupo V. It's got to be above the dick.
Yeah.
But just
We
barely.
can't, we can't risk.
Just
You know.
barely.
We can't risk.
Damn, dude. If this was like 7 months ago, I would have had a flat stomach.
Ain't today.
Ain't today.
Ain't today, dude. Fucking. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like there's been a lot of things that we said today that are valuable, dude, but.
And a lot of things we said that were fucking vile.
Like what?
I don't know. The first 10 minutes was vile.
What? I don't even remember the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, me either.
It's best we don't. We're skipping those chapters of the
I
episode.
fly
Yeah.
right off the
Don't
skin
And
of my
anybody that
pants.
tuned in after the first 10 minutes, don't
I'm
go
on
back.
you.
Don't go back to the first 10
Lucky
minutes.
you.
I'm a man that flies by the skeet of my pants.
The skeet of your pants, yes.
I fly
And
right
I'm-
by the skeet of his pants, by the skeet of his pants,
I don't want nobody flying by any of my skeet.
by the
Mm,
pants.
Out of
You know?
pants.
of the pants.
Gulf of Mexico's burning.
Did you see that, dude?
It's an ocean.
Whoa, that was fucking
but-
crazy.
Yeah,
That's
I
like
did
see that.
hell on earth.
We live in
Is that
fucked
shit?
up
It's
hellscape.
Jesus
apocalyptic.
Christ.
At least.
I think there's a sign, dude. There's signs that we miss. There's things that are so cataclysmic that happen, and we're just so used to it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like
If
that,
these
that's
things
whatever.
happened in biblical times,
It would weigh heavier on people.
Yeah.
Like, we saw this, and it took us an hour to remember it.
it would be written. It would have been written into the apocalypse,
Yeah.
like the end of times.
This
The
would be like
sea
some of
on
those-
fire.
There's
Yeah.
Not even just fire. It looks like it's the gates of
It's
fucking
the
hell.
fucking hell is opening
It's a
up.
portal, dude.
You think they're opening up for Bill Cosby?
Maybe. Maybe Bill Clinton.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Who is that other guy that's nostalgic that just went to jail for fucking kids?
Drake and Josh.
Drake and Josh.
Fucking Drake and Josh. Dude.
Drake and
Drake
Josh.
Bell.
There's something with, again,
The sludge pit and pedophilia.
yes,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
There's something with the sludge pit and pedophilia.
Something.
dude.
Something's
Yeah.
up
You-
there.
And Drake was a kid. He was a child star on that
and,
show when
and
it
he
started.
was it on Nickelodeon? He was
Yeah.
probably directed by the
By that-
fucking
that
foot
dude,
guy.
yeah.
That dude.
Uh,
the foot guy looks
Schneider.
Like, yeah.
Dan
Yeah.
Schneider.
Dan?
Yeah.
What a piece of fucking
Dan Schneider,
shit.
Fucking
you
weirdo.
deserve to rot in hell, brother.
Yeah.
You deserve to rot in hell, and I hope that you probably will never get caught, just like a lot of you Hollywood celebs. But I hope you know that your day of reckoning is coming,
Mm.
and soon, or sooner or later, you are going to have to face the judgment for the fucking awful that you've done on this planet. That being said, hurt people hurt people. Do you think Drake from Drake and Josh,
Yes.
he went through shit as a kid?
He went through shit,
Probably.
and that's what made him into
and
the
in a
piece
weird
of shit
way,
he ended up being.
in a weird way, I can understand that perspective. In a weird way, I can understand that perspective, dude, because
What, his perspective?
You could see how it could happen, but it's still like an unforgivable thing.
when you're a kid and your self-image has been completely disrupted and you feel absolutely victimized, like to the point where you don't even like see you, there's no more yourself in the like
You're a character. You're a product of the industry.
when you've been abused, there's a certain weakness that you feel. There's a certain like worthlessness and like powerlessness that you feel. It comes along with it. I think everybody I've talked to that's gone through anything like that describes the same helpless and worthless feeling. And it's part of it. And finding healthy ways to cope with that is the biggest and best thing that you could do for your life. Drake never dealt, and I can almost guarantee it, dude, because I can understand. I can see. I can't understand, but I can see where it came from. He never dealt with some of this shit, and now that weakness still exists, but instead of existing in a little boy,
it manifested, and it's just repeating the fucking process.
instead of that worthlessness existing in a little person, a young kid, it's existing now in a man.
Yeah,
and that man, because he feels worthless, is going to try to hurt other people to make himself feel bigger. It's a cowardly move.
It's still unforgivable, no matter even if there's a clear or not clear, but
definitely, and it's completely unforgivable. And I'm glad he's going to jail, and I hope that he stays longer than Cosby did. You know, but it's sick, dude. The industry, that whole shit that they got going on is like, it's almost seems like the foundation is like sickness.
Yeah.
Like it all breeds this whole culture around
The
it.
sludge pit.
Sludge pit.
sludge pit.
Nasty ass sludge pit. Fucking for real. Get real. What are you guys doing? It's really gross, dude.
Yeah.
Gross.
You know? But it wouldn't be everything that I want to fight against if I wasn't aware of it. So I know talking about some of this shit is like touchy, but I think it's important that a lot of people probably don't know some of the stuff we talk about,
Yeah.
you know? And I think the narrative belongs somewhere.
Yeah. No, I feel like there's too much evidence for me to be like, to not think that there's a shit ton of fucking pedophiles in LA. Like I feel all right saying that.
Yeah.
After like
I think
literally
it's common knowledge.
everything. Yeah.
But I bet you there is people.
And it's just because there's so many people that are like in power or that believe they have power and
that
they
does
use
such
it.
a weird thing
Yeah. It's like,
psychologically. Like that sense of like, oh, I have power in this situation. It breeds like this wickedness where like we want to exploit our power.
yeah.
You know, and it's sick. You know, it's sick, and it's why the whole shit is treated the way it is. Like, look at like reporters, right? Super extortive. You know what I mean? People go out, just had a kid, you're leaving the hospital. There's a million paparazzi taking pictures of like super intimate moments, like Sha'Carri
it's
Richardson.
bizarre, dude. Like,
It seems so unnatural, man. It's like,
the whole concept of the thing of like celebrity in general.
Like it's
just like that's not
conducive to
it's
natural.
not natural.
yeah, no, it doesn't
That's not
seem
what-
like the way that humanity should have gone.
Yeah, like that's
It's like
and I think that's why there's a lot of fucking celebrities are crazy or eccentric or whatever.
Yeah,
It's because
yeah.
it's like, or things happen to them. It's like they don't know what to do with it because like
It's not a regular world they live in.
the human mind wasn't built for like everybody in the world to know who they are and what they're doing and their whole life. Like I should not. I shouldn't know about 1,000 fucking people's like intimate lives. Like
No.
I don't give a shit that like about it, but like I shouldn't know about it.
But
Like
we're so obsessed with the ideology of like celebrity and
Yeah.
fame
And
popularity
fortune.
that it like even social media we do it ourselves. Like
yeah,
it's like a pecking order, right? You know, I know you know people, and you can probably name 3 of them off the top of your head that you grew up with that are like popular on social media.
Yeah.
It's like we rank ourselves socially based off of these metrics, and all celebrity is and fame is like that on the next level.
Mm.
Where like it's not just people you know, it's like the whole world.
yeah,
But they're all still being ranked by that same basis. Like influencers on Instagram, their whole value, right? Their projected value of their small business or their company, it's based around follower count,
yeah, and
not substance, not content. It's
an image
only-
that they create,
Eyes on him.
it's eyes on them,
Mm.
you know? But
which is fucking bizarre as fuck. Like
what
I
other
don't know.
business is that the case? Celebrities just sell ads.
basically,
That's literally it.
that's what the whole like entertainment industry is.
Yeah.
and I like it's
That's what network television is, literally just that.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
is this show good enough to sell to like
Sell
for
our
people
ad
to
time
want to
too,
continue
right?
watching through an ad break?
Long enough
Yeah.
for
Literally.
me to put 5
Fucking-
ad breaks in this
like,
30-minute block.
Yeah, like YouTube, the whole fucking the whole algorithm shit is based off of like basically like your ads and shit. Like how many people watch in a certain amount of time where we can get this amount of ads into your thing.
Yeah, retention.
And it's
that's like,
like-
the only thing they care about.
That's literally, and then that's what the algorithm cares about, and that's what shows things to people. And,
and
it's,
you'll see
it's
YouTubers,
so fucking
you'll see YouTubers like tongue in cheek joke about it, like, "Oh, we got to hit 10 minutes or we got to hit 11
Yeah, yeah.
minutes," and that's for
It's
the
true.
pre-roll and the mid-roll.
but it's true. Like
it is true.
like that, and it's then you get a bunch of like people that just
I don't mind playing
throw that shit out.
I don't mind playing that game, but when you have turned people's passion and people's love and people's art, and you have turned it completely into commodity,
Mm,
Mm.
yeah,
in that way, you sacrifice a lot of the progress, because I think art breeds human evolution.
yeah,
I really believe that. And I think there's a reason why we feel this insatiable desire to create, is whether it's life, procreate, artists creating life or creating art. I
Yeah,
think that we feel the urge to create because new brings change. But when you-
fucking. I'm gonna be talking out of my ass because I can't bring up a specific fact, but
okay.
the Renaissance,
ready.
man. I'm sure
Like,
the Renaissance,
dude,
the Renaissance definitely birthed so much fucking things during that time period.
It
Like
definitely did. And it pushed forward. It was a whole
Humanity
era
and-
of
Yeah.
human
Yeah.
evolution.
Yeah.
like
That was like a big point, a turn in humanity.
Do you think if we were to take away the angle of commodity and like capital, if we were to decapitalize creative outlets, do you think we would have the power in our art today for a new renaissance, or do you think it's all watered down to a point of there's no saving it?
Oh, that's a big
try a
one.
rebirth Renaissance. I mean, I feel like it's kind of it ain't no Renaissance any right now, but anybody that wants to create has the means to create right at their fingertips.
Yeah,
Like,
everybody has the outlet
like a
too.
garage band came preloaded on my phone.
Mm.
Like even you don't even need a phone. You could fucking if you want to create something, you could create it and fucking
And really, there's no excuse because it's so available.
yeah. But
So if
like
you're a creator, go do your thing.
yeah.
But I think it's very important, the commodity conversation and like just selling ad space, like using art as a medium to sell marketing and promotion. I think that your intention as an artist needs to be pure, because I know a whole bunch of hoes that went to mass art that is not fucking artists.
ain't artists. There's a lot of like super talented artists that don't get picked up. There's a lot of mediocrity in
That
a
does
lot
get
of
picked
art.
up. And because it's subjective, it's like it's hard to
Yeah.
tell.
Mm.
But I think it's what drives the art, right? And like even in music,
I feel like it's a lot about like your story, who you are. I feel like that ties a lot into like.
There's a rapper from New Jersey
Art.
called GDP, and he's done some stuff with like pop punk bands, crossover.
Super good.
So
Saw him
good.
at the C Note.
He has a line in one of his songs. I think it's on an album called Neutral City by GDP, and the line is, "It's like the music makes me make the music." I think unless it's like a magnetic pull,
It's not going to be true. It could be good, but it's not going to have that fucking life.
real deal,
Mm.
you know, because a good composition is like living and breathing.
Yeah.
Like you could put it in any time, in any space, and it will be its own entity. Like it takes on its own personality. Think of any of your favorite albums. It's true for them. You can put them anywhere. Like painting's the same way. It's like you can't fake the funk with it. I think a lot of people nowadays, I'm seeing kids growing up and wanting to be mainly rappers and stuff. And that was my outlet growing up.
Also, I feel like there's a lot of the industry that's literally plug and play shit.
What do you mean by that?
Like it's a lot of the like
formulaic created
like,
art.
All right, for some reason, Juice WRLD is coming to mind. If that dude that like found Juice WRLD or whatever, that like gave him that actual real chance,
Herbo.
if he saw somebody else, if Juice WRLD just wasn't in that, like there's a million of them that are like.
You chose the wrong example.
Well, I don't know. Juice WRLD,
I know what you're
but
saying.
So
but
maybe
you
it was
did
the wrong
choose-
example. All right,
Yeah, that was a bad example. Say Uzi.
Lil
And
Uzi Vert.
that's controversial, but I believe that.
But
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
talented
Like
dude.
there's a million of them that are as good as each other. It's just like who gets seen first by somebody, you know?
yeah.
There's I know so many fucking talented people, many fucking things.
Rap music now is synonymous. Really, it's like the most hyper commercial, and like even the tone and like what
It's
they're
a lot of,
talking
like,
about.
sad boy kind of rap.
But at
Like
the same
it's-
time, it's not like sad boy rap to me is like original Joe Budden, like All Love Lost. You know what I mean? Like sad boy rap.
I'm also
is
behind the
not-
times in a lot of things. So,
That
you
that
know.
album is like 10 or even more than 10 years old.
Yeah.
Sad boy rap as we know it today, with the exception of maybe Lil Peep and Max Later stuff, a lot of it is like it's still all commercial. It's like they're really talking so much and focusing so much on like I'm rich.
Dude, the fucking you could see how commercial the music industry is. Like Mac Miller, there's I saw something that like a Mac Miller song was dropping.
Oh yeah, recently, right?
Yeah, he died years ago, didn't he?
Yeah, 2018.
Couple years ago.
Yeah.
Like there's always like and it's like featured with people. They're always like forcing like shit out. Like X fucking there was shit with X when he died.
Well, listen, the X situation is different because I think what is the word? Any posthumous album that's done within a certain span of time after the death, I don't believe the integrity of the art. And I think with X, although I love Bad Vibes Forever, and I think that that's an album where even if he was alive, it probably wouldn't have sounded just like that, but he would have approved that.
Yeah, but like I don't know. I just get like the sense that like
Look at what
we
Diddy
still
did
got
with-
we still got to
with
make our
Biggie.
money. Like the record label, like we had this money planned in our heads that we're gonna get it, so we still got to make our money. And like
Like, yeah, it's
Oh,
sad,
we-
sad that
this-
he died, but
yeah.
he still owed us 3
this guy,
albums.
fucking he had 10 years left on his contract or whatever, and like
And-
so we continuously pump out like
Squeeze the
random
content out
verses
of
we
him.
found and have them feature on
Yeah.
this new song.
Yeah, but
It's like
a lot of the time, and I want to say, just to clear up, because I love Mac Miller,
Yeah, I like Mac Miller too.
Huge inspiration.
I
for me.
didn't mean he's the first. I
No,
already
no.
used Juice World, so I had to.
I know. And unfortunately, that list of dead young rappers is very long, and I hope that's a trend that ends too. But Mac Miller and Ty Dolla $ign have been friends for years, decades, probably a decade.
Well, I don't know
That's
nothing.
the guy whose song he was on.
I don't know anything. So with me not knowing anything and seeing it,
What I
I'm
will
sure
say
there's other
about,
people out there that see it the way I see it too. Like
oh,
not
yeah.
knowing anything about the whole thing and being like, "Oh, this looks like a money grab."
Yeah.
He died. What are you trying? What are you like?
Yeah. But as a creator too, like you can kind of see it, you know, and rap is the best example because like
True.
I said, there's a lot of artists that have died.
And then should I be mad at like a Beatles best of album coming out like in that same vein? Like, does it matter? Really?
Well, it would be like if the Beatles,
Oh, like
they're all still alive. It would be like after,
Jimi Hendrix.
yeah, after Hendrix died, if like,
And there's a lot of controversy with that and his whole like camp.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. And same thing with Prince. Prince's
Yeah.
family, they sold tickets for people like an amusement park.
to see his body in his house, like fucking.
Don't ever do that to me.
What? Oh! I thought you were.
Don't ever, you know?
Yeah,
And
like he's
I don't-
fucking
I'm
Joseph
probably never-
Stalin.
I'll never get to that point, but it's like these are people, you know? Like this is fucking disgusting. The importance and the priority of grab this money while we can because the product's hot. It's
Yeah.
like that has no place, in my opinion, it has no place in art. I never ever started doing any of my music, writing, the podcast. Like truthfully, the podcast was to develop myself as a human being.
Yeah,
And I swear to God, that's the truth.
that it was. Yeah,
I swear
it still is the truth. I mean,
yeah.
like
And I think it always will be. Now it's like obvious because we've already, on an extremely small scale, started earning. So it's like, all right, now I'm starting to shift.
$1.57 a view or whatever.
So I'm starting to shift how I view it, maybe, at least a little, where it's like, all right, this is a potential for earning, which means that it could change my life depending on how hard I go. I
Yeah.
never go into an episode thinking, what can get the most views
Oh,
so I
never,
can
yeah.
make the most money? It's always love first, passion first.
Yeah,
But the reality is, like, for every love first, passion first expression, there's like just as many industry created.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we're doing this art to get the money for the views. Like, which artist can we pick up to put out the most radio friendly music that's going to make us as rich as we can and just have it
and
like
all fucking
mass
sucks and
produced? Yeah.
You
So
get
what do you think?
watered
you-
down, fucking pedestrian ass shit.
Normie. You could say
Normie.
Dude, from the fucking
I thought it was cool by
Swedish
saying
pop
pedestrian.
factory, dude.
equestrian ass shit. I think the solution for that
Horse.
is the faith that, and this is a fleeting faith, but it's a faith that if I didn't believe this, then I probably wouldn't continue with anything because everything I do is creative. It's the faith that the consumer can feel the difference because you can't fake soul. You can't. That special thing that we talk about, you know, our show having, that like that spark, that thing that is keeping this pushing because we have
Where
faith
you like
in
just
that
feel
thing.
it and you know it and like there's nothing in the back of your head saying
That's-
otherwise.
And it's important that people recognize that.
Mm.
And I have faith that enough people do recognize that.
Yeah.
But the numbers in the industry beg to differ. I mean, like,
That's true.
all that chart topping shit is like
But if
most
that-
of the.
But I feel like
it is,
that's
it is
Mm.
to a point, though. Like he
Yeah, to
said,
a point.
Juice World earlier. I know, and it's trained ears, right? Because G Herbo and Little Bibby or Lil Bibby,
Lil Bibby.
both from
You could say
Chicago,
little.
they came up out of the Chirac rap shit,
Chirac.
which is another whole fucking story that's tragic, and young black American men being killed for no reason other than the media's perception, telling them as they're growing up, this is how you are. So little kids are growing up, whatever.
Yeah,
That's a whole nother thing. Lil Bibby and G Herbo both were rappers out of the struggle. They found Juice WRLD, signed him. You know, so Juice WRLD, that's an example, and he was like the #1 artist in the
That's
world.
like the opposite of what I was trying to make.
Right.
Like
That's
where
why
he
I
like
said
really actually put the work in, and like
he was the furthest
wasn't
thing
just
from an
like,
industry plant. And you know he
a look that he
freestyled
has.
everything.
nah,
Juice
I didn't know
WRLD,
that. That's
the kid,
pretty.
his
Doesn't Lil
wits-
Wayne do that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And some say Jay-Z, but that's
Jay-Z.
also controversial.
Brooklyn. Sorry, I had to get it in there, and I knew you were gonna hate it.
Yeah, I think that if that were the case, where it's like it's almost it doesn't matter because the consumer is so either numb to it or too stupid to recognize the difference from the real thing to a carbon copy. If that were the case, there would be no Juice WRLDs. There would be no Crawl Podcast. You know what I mean? Grassroots things are still important, and there's still a
And
space
honestly,
in the
I
market.
feel like they're
Oh, yeah.
getting more important, like or more shit like that is getting more.
You like to hope that it
eyes.
is.
Yeah,
and
we
stuff
better
right
hope
now.
there is.
Oh yeah,
We-
hopeful.
But
What are we running at?
yeah, we're getting
Hour and a
there.
half.
Hour and a half. Damn,
son.
dude.
I don't care though.
Groove.
I don't care though. We've said about short episodes, like making ourselves feel good about it. It's like whenever we feel, even if it's not an hour or whatever, whenever we feel like it's right, we'll cut it. I feel the same way tonight, like on the other side, you know. But with that being said, we had an awesome day.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Seen a lot of people we haven't seen in a
Good
long
old
time.
time, dude.
Fucking super sick.
Hell yeah.
Good time.
There's a limited amount of these episodes left in this studio,
Of this.
which is crazy. It's definitely a new day for the show. If you want to check out the Patreon, it's patreon.com/The Crawl Podcast.
$1.
$1 a month.
Thank you to our current patrons.
Fuck
A
yeah.
few of which we've seen today, even.
Absolutely. Shout
That
out
was
to you
cool.
guys.
What up?
And we love you. I hope that you guys do something.
Every day.
That makes your life
Feel like it's worth
it. Woo. Thank you.
Love you, Crawl fam.
Happy
Goodbye.
birthday to America.